All right, so today we are going to analyze this image, which is titled American Progress. It's a painting by John Gast. And this is a famous painting that really symbolizes the idea of manifest destiny. And so in the past, you've talked about manifest destiny. You probably understand that manifest destiny was this belief that the United States was destined or meant by God to cross the continent. Okay, and that, as far as that goes, that is an accurate understanding of what manifest destiny was all about. But we want to understand a little bit more, that it was more than simply that it was what God wanted, but that it was a good idea, because what the West had to offer, what the American culture had to offer, was a benefit to the continent and to the people that were there. That was the idea. That was the thinking. Now, you could definitely debate whether that was actually true or not, but that was the thinking. And this image really goes a long way in helping us to understand this concept of manifest destiny, because it really paints the picture well of that idea of manifest destiny, and that American culture is going to benefit this new expanded territory. Okay, so what you're going to do, what the expectation for you to do right now, is you are to look at this painting, and I want you to make observations. I want you to make 10 observations. And remember, with an observation, you are not looking at the painting and telling what it means. An observation is simply that. I see this. So when you write down your observation, you might say, well, in the left-hand side, on the bottom left-hand side, I see a group of Native Americans. That's an observation. So that would be one thing. You might, and you can even write that one down. Another observation, you know, I'll give you another example. You might say, well, I see this woman kind of floating across the landscape in the foreground of the picture. She's the central figure of the picture, something like that. So you don't have to give me a long description, but don't just say, well, I see a bear. Give me a little bit more detailed description. Not a paragraph, a sentence. And then, because we're going to use those observations in the next part of the activity. You can do like a micro observation, something very small, like I see a animal, and a bear on the left-hand side right here, and it's kind of looking back and has a fierce look on its face. You can do a bigger image observation as well. So you could observe like the lighting of the image and things of that nature. So whatever it is that you observe, and an observation is only an observation. It is not interpreting what the artist means or what you think it means to have, why that particular image is there. Okay, so that's the first step.